No. I'll get back to you. Somebody, let me call you back. That's the idiot. That's the idiot!
Walking.
Idiot!
I'm waiting for you here!
As small as you are!
I'm waiting for you here!
Dude.
Yes!
How dare you come to that land? I am the owner of that land.
You are talking too much. What will you do?
I am the first child.
You madman! You are a madman! What will you do?
I'm a madman.
What will you are mad!
That land belongs to me.
Do your work!
I will finish you!
What can you do?
You know your father and your mother are dead. I will send you to
What can you
heaven.
do? You fool!
Oh my God!
Fool.
Jesus! You call me a fool!
You
call me a fool!
Listen.
You call me a fool! Hey! Oh! Mama! Papa! I will send this guy to heaven!
Look at you!
That land! It belongs to me!
You are a big monkey!
Jesus.
Look at you!
You're a balloon! I will deflate you!
You are finished taking money! You are finished taking
Jerome,
money!
I will deflate you!
Leave me and my family
Jerome,
alone!
you are trampled on the tail
Forget about
of the tiger! Jerome, I will squeeze you!
Hi, doctor.
Hi. Yeah, Jerome, based on my clinical findings, I believe that your daughter does have hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome caused by Hantavirus.
Which how can it be possible? It can be.
Well, you see, Hantavirus is contacted by breathing in aerosolized viral particles of rodent urine, which is rat and rodent urine, rat and rodent saliva, rat and rodent droppings, or direct contact with infected materials or products from these animals. So it's an illness that is contacted from animals to humans by rats and rodents. But in rare cases, people also bitten by rats and rodents. So that's what I find is wrong with your daughter.
So, doctor, are you not going to give her like injection or a drip? Because even when she goes to the pharmacy, they always...
No, there is no injection. You see, this hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome has no treatment. The way we treat the patient is really much early diagnosis and supportive care or supportive intervention for better outcomes. And to prevent, of course, any other complications. So it's more of supportive care. It's not about injections. So I would not be giving her any injections.
So, doctor, tell me, how can we prevent this from happening?
Well, I will suggest you have rats in your home. Yeah. So the first step would be making sure your home and your workplace is rat and rodent free. Okay. If you go home today, you also try to seal every hole or gaps that is an entry point for the rats and rodents to come into the home. I will also suggest that when you are cleaning up rodents' habitats, you should have gloves on, and you should also have disinfectants when you're cleaning up. Okay, and hand hygiene. Always wash your hands. And avoid also bringing up dust that contain rat and rodent droppings to prevent the spread of this illness. That would be my suggestion when it comes to that.
Okay.
So let's try to eradicate rats from the home and rat droppings. That will prevent from your daughter or any member of the family infected with or getting infected with illnesses that are caused by rat and rodents, because they cause a lot of illnesses besides Hantavirus.
All right.
Okay. So I'll see you guys in a few weeks. I'll see how she's doing and we'll take it from there.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
The phrase man's companion, when referring to rats, usually highlights the unique bond that can form between humans and pet rats. But several species of rats are known to carry pathogens that can cause serious illness in humans. Rat infestations are a serious concern because rats can damage property, contaminate food, and spread diseases to humans and animals. The prevalence of rats in Africa is widespread due to various factors, including climate, human activities, and socio-economic conditions. Several species of rats, particularly the Norway rats, black rats, and various species known as multi-mammoth rats are known and common across the continent. The impacts of rat infestation include health risks such as Leptospirosis, Hantavirus, Tularemia, lymphocystic choriomeningitis, plague, rat bite, fever, salmonella, and laser fever.
Why are you here, little girl?
I'm here to see the king.
Allow her to talk to me. Young lady, what can I do for you?
Your Highness, may you live long.
Thank you.
Ever since my father had a fight with his brother, he's been sick.
What caused the fight?
Inheritance. They have been fighting over a piece of land.
A piece of land?
Yes, Your Highness.
In my community?
Yes, Your Highness. I suspect my uncle. He's a cultist.
Oh.
He visits different native doctors.
What?
Every month, a person dies in my family.
Oh my God, in my community? That thing happens in my community?
Yes, Your Highness.
Something has to be done.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Remind me, we'll send some people out to go and call the two siblings so we know what to do about the whole thing. So that they can come and explain themselves here, alright?
Yes, Your Highness.
You can go, my dear.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Okay. See you.
Kabiesi!
How are you?
May you live long.
Thank you.
Kabiesi, you have gathered here today because of two siblings fighting for land after their parents died. After a month, the older sibling, Jeremy, suffered unknown sickness.
Sickness?
Unknown sickness. And his wife died mysteriously. And all his children, all of them, Kekere, all of them, are now at home, sick.
What? Sick?
All accusation goes to his junior brother.
His junior brother?
Jacob.
Jacob?
Yes, that is.
I think you have to call him for me.
Jacob, arise.
Kabiesi. Jacob.
My king. May you
Your
live long.
brother accused you of being a cultist. And at the same time, you have joined a ritualist. And I think that's what led to the death of your father and your mother. And you can as well even see your brother is lying down there now sick, even with his family. So what happened? Kindly explain yourself.
My king, may you live long.
Thank you.
I, Jacob, I am innocent.
Until you prove yourself.
Of all the accusations, I am not responsible for the death in my family. Neither am I responsible for the death of my beloved sister-in-law, who happens to be his wife. My king, I, Jacob, I am not responsible for the disease that has befell this my useless brother.
Jacob, enough. All the accusing fingers are pointed at you until you prove yourself innocent. That is when you can even say that you are not the cause of all what happened.
My king, I, Jacob, I am innocent of all these accusations.
Jacob, I think it's time for you to take an oath, because that is when you can prove yourself innocent of this accusation. You will take an oath to prove yourself of this. Ọmọ ọwọ́ kì í kú lójú ọwọ́, ọmọ ẹsẹ̀ kì í kú lójú ẹsẹ̀, àwọn àdá wọn kì í rókò àrèmábọ̀, ó gbàrà bá àrègbòrè jù, ilé kókó ni tá gbé. This is pepper. Jacob, if you swear with this and you drink this water, what will befall you will be unimaginable. So prepare yourself to take the oath.
Jacob, come forth. Repeat after me. The gods of my ancestor.
The gods of my ancestor.
May you bear witness of us today.
May you bear witness.
If I am the one responsible for the death in my family.
If I, Jacob, is responsible for the death in my family.
Sickness and my brother's sickness.
Oh, the sickness in my family and that of my brother.
May I never have peace in my life.
May I, Jacob, never have peace in my life.
May my family suffer.
Oh, may the family of Jacob, may they suffer.
And may I die untimely deaths.
May I, Jacob, die untimely death.
But if I am innocent,
oh, the cause of our life, if I am innocent,
may the truth be exposed.
may the truth be exposed.
And the one responsible for these crimes,
may the individual that is responsible for all these calamities be exposed.
I swear to the gods of our ancestors.
I, Jacob, I swear by the gods of our ancestors, take this oath and swear by the gods of our land.
May my words stand true before you.
May my words stand true before you.
It is done.
Jacob, I'm not convinced of your crocodile tears. By tomorrow at sunset, the God will speak, and you will know either you are innocent or not. That's all. Jacob,
My king,
the God has sentenced you to death. You are wicked.
my king, I am innocent. The gods of our land, I am innocent.
Wicked man.
Uncle Phil. So wicked. Well, what have you got to say?
My king!
Don't king me.
Like I said, Jacob, I am innocent. I am not responsible for the sickness that has affected my family. Neither am I responsible for the disease that has befell my beloved brother. My king, I am innocent. But my king, if I may ask, I understand, without due respect, permit me to say that your allegations are wrong because I am innocent. But if I may ask, what are the updates of all the tests that were conducted at the hospital? I would like to know, my king.
Enough. The God has declared that you are guilty. But meanwhile, I've invited the doctor in the community to come and give us the results of the autopsy of those who are dead and those who are sick. Look at your brother, still lying down here. I'm expecting the doctor of the community. Oh, doctor, you're welcome. Have your seat.
Thank you. I believe you invited me with regards to Jerome and Jacob's case. Yes, okay. So, well, I did conduct an autopsy on the late wife, and based on the autopsy, it appears that she died of tularemia. Tularemia is an infection, caused by Francisella tularemia, or tularensis to say. And that Francisella tularensis is transmitted from animals to humans. The vector is the rat and rodents. So rats and rodents carry that to humans, and to be specific, infected rats and rodents. The question is how? And humans are able to contact this illness when they have direct contact with infested ones through consumption of food, water, even cuts and abrasions, direct contact with cuts and abrasion, open wounds, inhalation, and through insect bites. So in her case, she had a disease, and it does present in different and unusual ways, like glandular tularemia, also typhoidal tularemia, or even glandular tularemia itself. Some present also as ulceroglandular tularemia, which just means inflammation, and it looks like an ulcer. It's an ulcer and can be confusing, especially when the patient doesn't go for testing. I believe that she didn't get treatment or did not seek treatment for that illness, and that it could be very serious and lethal. Okay, so some also present with pneumotic tularemia, okay, which is more of respiratory in nature. And that's what happened to her. Now, in the case of Jerome does present with something that we call lymphocystic, choriomeningitis. And it appears to me that he's in the second stage of that, presenting with meningoencephalopathy, which involves inflammation of the brain. And the patients will become drowsy, unresponsive, confused, high fever, stiff neck. Those are all signs of symptoms in which Jerome is presenting with. It's also transmitted from rats and rodents. And the question is how? Through infected rats and rodents, or hairs as well. Urine, from urine, infected or infested ones, through their urine, droppings, saliva, all this could contribute to what may have happened to him, or direct contact with the infested materials. Okay, some of them through inhalation as well. So when you get in contact, you don't follow proper cleaning procedures, the patient may present with or be infected and present with symptoms like what he has, which is the second stage. Okay, I believe that the young man is innocent. What happened to Jerome and his family has nothing to do with fetish or
the death of his mother
or the
and his
death of
father.
his. No, I don't believe so. I believe this is all clinical. It has to do with rats and rodent infestation. I would like you to bring him to the clinic so we can take proper care of him. I don't believe that it has anything to do with.
So, doctor, you mean he's innocent?
I believe he's innocent. Based
Try
on
to please uncuff him.
Doctor, please, how can we prevent this disease?
Well, it seems to me like your community is infested with rodents and rats, because I saw one of your children for an illness related to rodents and rats. So first, we have to make sure our homes and offices are rodent free. I suggest you should go home and seal every entry point where we have rodents and rats, or where they can use to, as an entry point into your home. The next thing is that I would like you to set traps for the rats. We have to kill these rats and get them out of our homes and our community. Another thing I will also suggest is safe cleaning. That means that you have to handle rat and rodent dropping safely. Washing your hands after contact.
Kábíyèsí!
Kábíyèsí
Doctor, why am I here?
Look at you. Chief Ashiwaju. How do you feel today?
Doctor, I'm not feeling okay.
You're not feeling okay? Okay.
Oh.
So let's make sure we do your blood pressure again. Know how you're feeling. Okay. Gonna listen to your heart, and I'm gonna tell you in a minute what happened to you. So here we are. We had a meeting, and during our meeting, you passed out. We brought you here to Regis Medical Center. We did some testings on you and labs imaging. We found out you have what we call leptospirosis. Leptospirosis is an illness transmitted from animals to humans. Okay, it's transmitted when we come in contact with food, soil, or water contaminated with urine from infected animals, especially rats. Okay, one thing is that the bacteria enters the body through the skin from open cuts and abrasions, or even the mucous membrane from your nose, your eyes, your mouth. Some other things to consider is ingestion of contaminated food and and water. Okay, and something else is also exposure to contaminated water from swimming in water contaminated with infested urine from rodents. Do you think you have any rodents in your house or in the palace by any chance?
My palace is infested of rats. I've been trying to eradicate them. Even my cats and dogs. Nothing happened. In fact, my community is infested with rats.
Wow, with rats?
Yes. Even though we tried to eradicate them, but still there. Actually, I was born with rats. It's not harmful. Yes, doctor, let me tell you this. Even my great-grandfathers, even my grandfathers, they had rats and nothing happened to us.
Wow.
Yes. Even what is a leptospirosis? This is the first time I've had rat-caused sickness. What can we do about it? What's the prevention?
Well, it's good that you asked me. Well, like I said, leptospirosis is a disease process that is acquired from ingesting contaminated soil, food, or water. Okay, what is it contaminated with? Urine from infected animals, infected rodents, and to be specific, rats. Rats being the most common reservoir. But how to prevent it is, of course, make sure your home is rodent-free. Try to eradicate rats from your home, probably by traps and other ways that you can try to eradicate rats. Another thing is avoid swimming or wading in contaminated water. Okay. Another thing is if in the event there is you suspect there will be unavoidable exposure to contaminated water, you have to put on protective clothing and protective footwear to make sure you protect yourself. Okay. You also have to avoid drinking contaminated water or eating contaminated food. Those are the several ways. I also want to talk to you about hand hygiene. You have to wash your hands all the time. Make it a habit. We're going to provide care and supportive care to you, and we're hoping in the next few days you should get much better. Okay?
Thank you, doctor.
Okay, I will see you
I
shortly.
really appreciate it. Thank you.
Rats are known as man's own companion. Some have rats as pets because rat has a very unique bond with man. However, rats can also be very harmful and cause very serious illnesses to man. For example, Leptospirosis caused by rats infested rat urine, soil, and contaminated water. Cystic choriomeningitis, also caused by rats and rodents. Hantavirus, rodents, urine infested with infested urine, saliva droppings, or bitten by rats. Tularemia, rats. Rat by fever, plagues, Lassa fever, salmonella, all caused by rats. Efforts to control rat population in Africa often face challenges such as limited resources, lack of community awareness, and inadequate infrastructure. However, integrated pest management strategies that combine environmental management, community education, and appropriate use of rodenticide have shown success in reducing infestation.